in the world. The Bronze comedian Rush Limbaugh praising Iowa and Illinois flood victims in an odd, to say the least, comparison to Katrina flood victims. I look at Iowa, I look at Illinois, I want to see the murders. I want to see all the looting. I want to see all the stuff that happened in New Orleans. I see devastation in Iowa and Illinois that dwarfs what happened in New Orleans. I see people working together. I see people trying to save their property. I don't see a bunch of people running around waving guns at helicopters. I don't see a bunch of people running shooting cops. I don't see a bunch of people raping people on the street. I don't see a bunch of people doing everything they can, whining and moaning, where's FEMA, where's Bush. I see the heartland of America. When I look at Iowa and when I look at Illinois, I see the backbone of America. Oddly enough, what you don't see is the people of Iowa and Illinois saying, we got it worse than New Orleans. They have hearts. The insane boasting, the politicizing is left to those long since disconnected from humanity and reality, like Rush Limbaugh. Our runners-up, the County Board of Education serving Roseville, California. Darla Granger says not only were her autistic twin boys left out of the yearbook of Quail Glen Elementary School, but in fact all of the school's special needs children were omitted. Even pictures of the special needs teachers are absent, as are pictures of the special needs classes. The kids are in the second grade. Mrs. Granger says she's not suing. She just wants a correction and an apology, but so far she has neither. But our winner, the one and only William Kristol, still of the New York Times. His latest gem, after the Supreme Court struck down the Military Commissions Act and restored the right of habeas corpus to even the detainees at Gitmo. The decision was wrong, he said, and our fears about the administration's attack on the Great Writ are overblown. He says because, quote, American citizens have a right to habeas corpus and anyone arrested in this country has a right to habeas corpus. Sadly, no, that's the problem. The Military Commissions Act specifically said there was to be no habeas corpus for non-citizens, even if they were arrested in this country. More importantly, Bill, if under the Act, or whatever monstrosity John McCain is backing to replace the Act, if they arrested you, William Kristol, and declared you a non-citizen and an enemy combatant, and you said, but I was born in New York City, exactly where do you think you'd be able to prove that and get yourself released? At a court hearing that would never happen because there would be no habeas corpus because the government said you weren't born in New York City, and your response would never even be heard. William selling himself and the rest of us into slavery. Kristol, today's worst person in the world.